didn't understand each other, ultimately leading to an accident.
Oh no, so they're gonna hit each other? Oh, why did... Oh no. Chuco, Sun City. Here we go, this is Arizona, I believe. Sun City, Arizona.
To show how lane speeding and this speed can be dangerous. It's worth noting that the driver didn't signal that he wants to...
I want to say he's going like 100 easily. And look at the flow of traffic and how we're passing the flow of traffic. That driver did not have an idea that was happening. You cannot get upset. You need to slow down because we have another issue up here with lane merging. And then also, we're going to have to slow down for something, unless it's a frontage road. I think it just went to 45. Okay, so I was thinking there's an intersection coming up. We skipped the previous video because it was just inappropriate and not something I'm going to show. It was easily 100 on there. Yep. Okay, so thankfully, this motorcycle rider had an escape automatically built in. So let's just take a look. So this Sun Valley Drive, I can't tell what his speed limit is.
Speeding and this speed.
But just take a look at the flow of traffic and how fast we're going. This is interstate speed. So if this is Arizona, it's probably 65 or 75. So if he's passing these people this quickly, he's easily going 10 to 15 to maybe 20 miles an hour over the flow of traffic. So if it is 60, he's going 80. If it's 75, or if it's 65, he's going 85. If it's 75, he's going 95 to 100. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. So he's going to be riding really fast, and we're going to be going around traffic. Nobody can react to you in time when it comes to this. Now, okay, so it's 60. So we're going easily 80 to 90 then. Okay, so right here, though, already illegal if this is Arizona. I believe it's Arizona, Sun City. But anyways, you shouldn't be doing that. Lane filtering at this speed. And then we're going to go ahead and lane filter and lane split right here. Just want to see if it's Arizona. I really want to see if it doesn't look like Arizona. Okay, might not be. We're going to lane filter around these people. Oh, that's not Sun City. That's not Arizona. Anyways, looks like Texas, everybody. Looks like Texas. We're going to lane filter around this person. They can't see us in time because we're hauling ass. They were just going to go ahead and get off right here, which it looks like they cut off the truck driver to do that. I mean, if you really look at it, they cut off the truck driver to do that. And they're going to switch lanes, and we're going to almost hit them. Thankfully, we're able to swerve at that. But look at where we're swerving. Automatically into the off-ramp. Now, it's obviously that's not what we want to do because we saw the video he got back on the interstate. But if we didn't have that off-ramp, we would have went into the wall. We would have into a guardrail. So the amount of speed that we're doing and also at the same time looking at this driver and like saying, what's up? We're looking. We didn't look forward until last second. And it's thankfully we have an off-ramp. This is just a very lucky situation. He's extremely lucky to not hit anything, to not get ran into the wall. He's speeding. It's a matter before time. It's I can't even speak of. I'm losing brain cells watching this. Before long, he's gonna have a crash, and it's gonna be bad. And I don't want to see that. I want people to learn from this. Okay. Moving on with this one. Going vertically 110 miles per hour on there, but it says on the GoPro thing only 80 something. It said 110 on the Speedo. So what happened there is we hit some road surface hazards, some uneven, some wibble wobbles, exactly. We hit some right there. So that's going to be a road surface hazard. Looks like there's been some construction on the road. So that this road needed to be fixed up. So he's going to hit some stuff that probably was damaged during the repavement of this part. But he's going 113 per the Speedo. It says 93 on the miles per hour. Probably changed the sprocket. Probably changed a few things. Never adjusted his Speedo. And so he's probably just thinking to himself, well, it's about 10 miles an hour slower than it really is. Maybe 20, actually, at that point. crazy. So the reason why it happened, sorry, I'm reading the chat, everybody. The reason why it happened is that when we hit a bump at these speeds, our suspension, you have to think about it. We have multiple parts to our motorcycle. Our tires can be mediocre. Our suspension can be mediocre. Our brakes can be the best brakes in the world. Our engine could be a race-ready engine. The mirrors could be low-end mirrors that you should be upgrading. The chain is probably mediocre. Like, so you have multiple different parts of your motorcycle, and you slowly upgrade those if you want to, based off of performance or based off of what you need. So when we're going 110, okay, 110 is pushing the bike itself, the overall bike itself, to its limit. If you have an amazing suspension, you can hit bumps. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying you can hit it and it probably won't have these wobbles. If you have amazing tires, you could probably do some really cool street Rossi things. Amazing brakes, you can now start adding all these different things together to have an amazing motorcycle, to where your motorcycle can do some amazing things. And then you got to start increasing your own skill level. So how quick are you with hand-eye coordination? How good are your eyes? How good are you all there cognitively? You know, have you been drinking? Have you not been? So you have to be at the top of your game to be doing these triple digits and being able to actually mitigate a ton of risk. So when I see something like this, I think to myself, this person's hauling ass and they probably have okay suspension, okay tires, okay everything, maybe. And it's not designed to handle a bump like this at 110 miles per hour just because the engine can take you 100 plus miles per hour. We don't have a steering dampener. If we go back to this previous video right here, he's got an Olin steering dampener on his handlebars to prevent a lot of the sways back and forth. We don't have one here. So we didn't upgrade, we didn't do these things, and that's what I'm trying to get at, is that with somebody like this acting like an idiot, going over 100 miles per hour in a straight line, and nothing bad has happened, we see somebody right here going over 100 miles per hour, not a lot of upgrades to the bike to even handle it. So I see this a lot of the times when it comes to new riders and somebody that just bought a sport bike, no gear, and they just like, I love the feel of how much speed I can do, and they're hauling ass with a used bike that they bought off of Craigslist for like $1,200, and they traded in some Nikes with it, and they're just hauling ass. But the bike is not in the right shape to be doing that. Just because the engine can take you to 100 miles per hour doesn't mean you can or should. Okay, you just shouldn't. So when it hits a bump, this is the kind of stuff that happens and causes people to crash, and then they blame the bike. Or they blame the road. And it's like, no. You're not supposed to do that. Alright, so intersection, gonna be, there it is. There's the pattern. Did good, recognized it. It's kind of bouncing up and down. I wonder if he was stalling here and there. Let's go back. We're just going to talk about this real quick, not very long. We're going to talk about the pattern I want you to recognize here. So when you're out riding, you can see this ahead of time. Write in the comments if you see it ahead of time. So we're at an intersection, and it's automatic orange stage. We need to see what's, a hazard and be prepared for it. So what we have here is a lane that is going slower than our lane. If our lane is going faster than somebody else's lane and there's a vehicle right next to it, they're going to make an opportunity to get into our lane. That is what you would probably do if you're this car and you didn't see anybody. Okay, so pretend you didn't see the motorcycle rider, nobody was there, you would have switched over too. Now, that's the thing, is with car drivers, they don't see motorcycle riders because of unintentional blindness. They're not looking for us. They're looking for other cars. They're mostly cars on the road. Those are the hazards to car drivers. That's what their brain tells them to look for. They're not looking for us. So this right here is what we need to be paying attention to. This wide open lane and a very slow lane and vehicles wanting to come over, because that's what you would do. So when you see this, be prepped and ready for it. Jason Eunice with a 20. Woo! Be prepped and ready for this. And as soon as you see those wheels turn and they get over that line, just go ahead and squeeze some front brake, let them in. No need to fight for the lane, just let them in. So he did fine. They recognized, we saw. We were kind of bouncing around. I'm hoping he's not stalling, like I said. But yeah, that happens all the time.
This is a very dangerous situation in which
Come on, new riders, if you want to know how to ride effectively and smart, make sure you grab the Smart Rider Basic Training ebook. I talk about how to plan your ride, what the Smart Rider principles are all about, the color code chart, what patterns to look for, how to rescue another rider. Anyways, you got to just check it out. Make sure you click the link in the description. There's a discount code. It's the cheapest it's ever going to be. Only 500 people are going to be able to get the code, so make sure you grab yours now. All right, let's get back into the video.
this is a very dangerous situation in which the two bikers didn't understand each other, ultimately leading to an accident.
Oh no, so they're gonna hit each other? Oh, why did... Oh no. Look how far he slid, by the way, everybody. So the one thing that we can get from this is the importance of gear. Because we don't know if they knew each other. We don't know what happened exactly. We don't know why he was switching all the way to the far right. I don't know why the guy passed on the shoulder, that little shoulder right there. But look how far he slid. That's what I want you to understand. So this is why we need to wear gear, just in case there's other dumb motorcycle riders coming in
which the two bikers didn't understand each other, ultimately leading to an accident.
So right here, why are we passing on the shoulder? Why are we doing that stuff? Why was there even that impact? 'Cause it looks like he almost swerved into him. So this is the moment we dropped. Okay, let's go ahead and count. Let's go ahead and count how many lines there are. So somebody in the comments, tell me what the average American line is, and then the distance between lines. And then we can figure out how far he really slid. Write it in the comments. If you're watching this after the live stream, make sure you do that. But hey, remember that. Join the live streams every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come on now. We do this live. So he's going to drop. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll give him a 6. Now the bike went 7. 8. So the bike went 8. So the guy went 6. The rider went 6 lines. So 10. People are saying 10 and 30. You have to be wearing gear. You have to be paying attention. I'm just kidding with you, Prodigal. So 40 is set times 6 lines, 240 feet. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Zaraza. That sounds about good. 200 to 250 feet, sliding on the ground. Wear your gear. Pay attention. Be smart riders, everybody. All right, here we go. Riding pretty fast, supposedly. Whoa. Okay. What do we get? Side of the vehicle? Then who's that guy? Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to talk real briefly on this one. I love the fact that he saw the side of the vehicle. Yeah, pull over, vent, and then right on. I like how he saw the side of the vehicle slow down, and that was like God was giving him, like, hey, slow down because we got another dum-dum coming up. I'll give you a red car. I think it was a cop too, Bob. It looked like almost like a sheriff. So anyways, we're riding around right here. So there's that side of the vehicle that we talk about all the time. Side of the vehicle. Path of travel violation. We're traveling this way. Here comes the side of the vehicle. Path of travel violation. Easily get T-boned or you T-boned somebody else. Not something that you want to deal with. But that's going to be that pattern that we're talking about. So make sure you look for that. When you see that, slow it down and get an orange stage until they're out of your way. Or start finding escape paths if you can. So he's going to look at that. He says he saw the side of the vehicle, slowed to 45-ish, and watched them. Okay, so he watched them. So we're going to talk about that real quick. Now here comes something else. So yeah, it looked like a sheriff, but it's just somebody with a broken door and they haven't painted it yet. So this is what I want to talk about. So we had another incident. We had something else uncommon in a common situation. So this is a good view. I'm glad he posted this too. Now, he's going to look at this car. He's going to be like, what the heck, red car? There's the red car. And you're like doing this. So how many times have we seen somebody get upset with a car driver and like look back and flip him off, right? How many times have we seen that? This is what I don't want you to do. I want you to see what happened and continue on with your ride because you don't know if there's a road surface hazard. You don't know if there's something else there. You look, you don't know what's in front. So stay looking forward because look at this. As soon as he sees this, you're going to see him go, oh, crap. Oh, crap. And he has to swerve out of the way. And look at, now he's on the shoulder. So if we were looking forward, we would have already been doing that. So this is a close call, but thankfully he had the wherewithal to actually handle it. So what we can learn from this is to notice the patterns up ahead. And then once we get past that hazardous situation, keep looking forward because you never know if there's going to be something else. All right?
This biker was
here we go.
to brake in time in front of the tractors passing each other.
Uncommon thing in a common situation. There you go. Good job braking around that turn. Now imagine if he was hauling ass. He was hauling ass. Imagine that. All right, so we're going through this area now. There you are, Paul. Welcome. We have blind turns. So just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the trip. Make sure you understand that line of sight's gonna be a problem. So position yourself for that type of safety. Locate hazards as best as you can.
This biker was very lucky.
So we're going around here,
In time,
and we see this uncommon thing in a common situation. Thankfully, they have lights and stuff, right? So we see it in front of us. This is the moment we can start applying the brakes. Okay, thankfully it didn't happen around the turn, right? That would have sucked. So we got blessed with that one. So we just have to slow down enough, obviously, to let this tractor go and do what he did and then go around it. Okay? Overall, though, very lucky. Very, 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 very lucky that we're able to slow down in time. So he did a great job with progressive brake pressures, recognizing there was an uncommon thing in a common situation, and we're going to get ourselves out of it. Now, this person, yeah, you're at fault. You shouldn't have done that, right? Well, I still don't want to crash into him, so I got to do what I got to do to get out of it. So good job. If you like today's video, make sure you click this video right here to keep watching more. But if you want to become a smart rider, click this and grab this Smart Rider Basic Training ebook. It's going to help you become a smart rider by planning your ride, rescuing other riders, knowing what patterns to look for, and so much more. Make sure you grab it. Link will be in the description also. I'll be seeing you around.